Have you watched the History Channel's special on Nostradamus, election 2016? Let's start with Century 3, Quatrain 81, about the great, shameless, audacious baller. Many people consider this a good description of Donald Trump. While Hillary is the one in Century 8, Quatrain 15, the masculine woman will exert herself to the north. As for Hillary's recent email problems, there is Century 8, Quatrain 23, stating, "Letters are found in the Queen's chest, no signature." While Century 8, Quatrain 20 referred to the false messages about a rigged election to run through the city, seem like echoes of Donald Trump's calling the election rigged before it even started. The Century 1, Quatrain 57 reads, "The trumpet shakes with great discord." Nostradamus was praised for his prediction of the rise of Napoleon when he used the name of Pau, nay, Laurent, which is really a stretch of imagination compared with trumpet for Trump. While discord is the perfect word for Trump's style, but you can almost call any presidential candidate in discord with his opponents. While the next quatrain mentioned, "Alas, how we will see a great nation sorely troubled, and the holy law in utter ruin." Although I believe a bad leader can cause a lot of trouble, I do not believe a great nation can be in utter ruin with the wrong leader. They can be impeached, and filibusters employed in case the president goes too far. However, the terrible decision of going to war with Iraq did leave Iraq in ruin and the United States in a decade-long financial chaos. But I doubt if we will make the same mistake again. So, that quatrain sounds more like the year 2000 than 2016. Then Quatrain 61, Century 1 mentioned the wretched, unfortunate republic will again be ruined by new authority. Like I said before, I do not think this applies to the USA. We have a presidential election every 4 years. We never have had a new authority since the British left in 1776. If you want to say this is for post-war Iraq, then it will sound more like a good prediction of that sad tale. Although I have been a big fan of Nostradamus, I disagree with the History Channel's interpretations of the election quatrains. Most people do not know that Nostradamus wrote 942 quatrains, with the translation from French to English. We can't deny the possibility that the true meanings of these predictions may be lost in translation. Don't forget that Nostradamus is considered a great prophet, with many of his predictions fulfilled throughout the centuries. However, I am not convinced on these so-called 2016 election prophecies. Now, let's look at the mention of the masculine woman will exert herself to the north. I don't think Hillary was considered masculine. Masculine seems to be more fitting for the current First Lady, Michelle Obama. As for from the north, many countries in the north have female leaders, like Norway's Prime Minister Erna Solberg. Helle Thorning-Schmidt was Denmark's Prime Minister from 2011 to 2015. Scotland's First Minister Nicola Sturgeon, and Angela Merkel has been the German Chancellor since 2005. It's hard to imagine this is a prediction about Hillary Clinton. Who did Nostradamus think will win the 2016 U.S. election? In Century 2, Quatrain 67, the blonde one will come to compromise the fork-nosed one through the duel and will chase him out. So, who was the blonde one? Both are quite blonde now, although they had different hair colors when they were younger. But if this is indeed about 2016, Hillary did win all 3 debates, and the word him applies only to Trump. However, is this really about 2016? And then in Century 5, Quatrain 60, it states, "Overburdened he will not pass the gate." He will speak with such great fury and rage that to fire and blood he will consign the entire sex. Well, knowing Donald, this does sound like him, and 50% of the candidates who lost during the election process. But this is still too vague for me. But in Century 1, Quatrain 86, it seems to show a totally different result. When the great queen sees herself conquered, she will show an excess of masculine courage. Actually, not many people called Mrs. Clinton a great first lady, so I'm not sure if she is the great queen. But she is the first lady to run for president. So maybe Nostradamus wrote this quatrain to keep us in suspense. So, what do I think? I don't think the quatrains tell us anything. The quatrains can be applied to almost any election in any country. However, I personally believe there is a prediction about this U.S. election in the August 12th, 2016 crop circle. Let me show you what I mean. This crop circle supposedly appeared overnight and is 100 meters in diameter and with amazing details and situated next to homes. So it is almost impossible to call it man-made. Although it bears a strong resemblance to the Mothership Glass Company logo. I believe I decoded this crop circle, although the true meaning of it is still up for debate. This is a very difficult puzzle. You have to find 4 repeating letters, 5, 3, 5, 3 spaces apart. And then there are 2 groups of 4 letters repeating 6 spaces apart. These 2 letters are the same, while the rest of the 5 letters are unique. To find a combination like this is hard, and to find a meaningful decoded message from it is even harder. But I did it. By placing first 4 ES, then A, R, and N. Now by placing H, L, and P, I got help near, a very positive message. The rest of the decoding can vary, but there are not many letters to choose. So, assuming I got it right, then there are some very interesting messages in this decoding. I found a crop circle message can mean more than one event. Like when I saw a fleur de lis symbol in this 6/15/2015 crop circle. Then I thought it was a prediction of the Paris massacre. But I also saw the pyramid, which linked it to the Russian downed jets in Egypt. When I saw the arrow, I found Lebanon has an arrow in its flag. But I found Mali also has an arrow in its flag, and the Mali's Mal attack proved that terror can be in any continent at any time. So I think the ANSI August 12th crop circle may have messages for the selection, but can also have other meanings. I think there's little doubt about the message, help near. But assuming I got the rest right, then it seems to have Trump's name there. DW for Don, up for Trump, while YE is the other spelling for you. So could it mean down, U, up? N can mean no or north. Then east. W can mean with or when. This can be interpreted as down you up, northeast when help near. It seems to indicate a Trump win. Or you can say he has help from the east, which is Russia and WikiLeaks, or it could mean unexpected voting support from states in the east. However, if ye means year end, then we may soon have to face a huge downturn on the economy till year end. Then it may be up when the east countries come to our rescue. This is Ken Peters. Thank you for watching.